Okay, so I know we've had our differences, DK, but let's work together.
What differences?
Donkey Kong Country, the first game,
Oh, right. That
and
game.
Mario vs. Donkey Kong to an extent.
Hey, it's your favorite circuit.
Uh,
I like that the Luigi blimp has just become a thing.
well, the thing is that that's not even a really stylized blimp. It literally looks like they just plastered a sticker on it.
Yeah, that sounds like the budget Luigi has.
That is true.
What is that? What are those hangers in the background? What's that? Giant, I've never noticed that before. Is that a giant radio tower? What is that? Is that an observatory?
Yes. So that's where they're
cloudy.
checking FIFA for Mario. That's where Bowser, after kart racing, like looks in the observatory, sees the wider universe, has an existential crisis, but it's like, wait a minute, I could take over that crap, and
Actually-
thus he gets to Mario Galaxy.
That reminds me of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, where one planet waged a war on the entire universe and almost won. They lived their entire lives thinking that they were the only things that existed, and then they realized that wow, there's actually more of a universe. But they
Let's
didn't
take
like
it
this.
over.
They didn't. No, they didn't. They're like, we don't like this. We don't like everything that's. Basically, they were a cloud shredded around their planet, so they didn't see the rest of the universe. But a spaceship crashed on it, and they're like, whoa, what? They used the spaceship to go back into space, and they're like, oh, we don't like this at all, and just decided to destroy all of it. And they almost won.
So America.
Yeah. Well, no, technically it's more like Europe.
Oh yeah, Europe is more. We're going to destroy our own forms of government and let everybody else deal with it.
Well, actually, Europe. Well, we shouldn't be getting too political, but I'm thinking Europe was more about.
I think this is less political and more fact, and I
mean-
know what that sounds like.
I mean,
but
it's fact,
still,
but Europe was more. They were the more Bowser. Let's take it over more than
yeah.
let's destroy everything. Also, this track is done, and I have to say it before you go away from it. Why is that blimp flying in the middle of a thunderstorm?
Well,
I've
it is a
never-
lightning cup. It has no
That's
choice.
a very good point, but I've never thought of that before.
But
Why
now
is
we're
that big
above the
fly?
lightning,
That's a good point as well. I didn't think of that either. This game.
and there it is.
I was gonna bring it up when it came up.
I didn't even notice that until now. Well,
Also here and not when we play Mario Kart more often, I'm probably gonna point out this in other games. This is definitely by far the best Mario Kart Super Circuit Cup. My favorite, I should say. I love Sky Garden.
yeah, but this
The music's great.
actually reminds me of a stage very similar in Digimon Racing.
Yeah, well, that's a good stage. I just love the music and the backgrounds and the track itself.
And the falling, oh, the falling.
The falling. I like that they brought it back, and it was a worthy return in Mario Kart DS. And there's a modded version from Mario Kart 7 that's also great. And there's so much flying, and it's just fantastic.
Man, like, mushrooms are almost useless in the later stages because anything will just send you careening.
That's true. Mushrooms are pretty much worthless in stages like this. And that's another thing too. What I have a problem with that isn't a problem with this stage. The early Mario Karts, as in this and Super Circuit, the stages are way too small for the characters. But this stage is wide.
Wide enough.
Wide enough. Compared to stuff like Choco Mountains, where it's like 1 pixel wide. It's just worst.
Alright, so that. Oh, man.
But yeah, so best stage, Sky Garden, worst stage, Ribbon Road.
I mean, we'll get to Ribbon Road eventually.
Yep.
And then you can offload all of you can go on the therapist bed.
Ironically, Ribbon Road looks really cool in Mario Kart 8.
Ah man, we need to. Well, I'm planning to get a Switch.
I like that they finally decided, you know what, if we bring stages back, we can still update them. Because that's one thing I have to say about Mario Kart DS, in that when they brought back stages, they were just exactly the same.
This is after the lightning subsided and it's evening.
Oh, I love this stage as well.
I think there's something I don't like about this stage. Well, that was me just being early.
Like
or was it something else?
They're branching pathways. And
Oh, I think it might just been Lakitu taking an eternity again.
Lucky two.
Like they got an intern Lakitu for this one. Like, which one was the one where where falling off was basically just a slap on the wrist? Was that Wii?
No, it's 8. It's
It was
worse
8.
than a slap on the wrist. It's pretty much nothing. Like, before you even register that you're falling, he's pulling you back up.
Yeah, that guy was probably like the first Lakitu, and he's just like they brought him back. They're just like, oh, all right, I've improved my performance over the years. I'm on the
Games
ball.
are out of order, and that's Lucky 2 at the beginning, and this is the last stage.
No, because
because
then Mario Kart would get less interesting.
No.
Because because there's like anti-gravity world and whatever, and now it's like, guys, can we just like no, they got like complaints after the danger.
Well,
and there's like, guys, let's race on the beach, please.
You see returning stages. It shows that some of the stages might not be as simple, just the art style is making it look that simple.
All right.
So this is the last stage in Mario Kart. And this could be, even though this is the last game, something like Wii could have been before. There's nothing stopping it. We just have to look at the strength of Lucky 2. And okay, we're gonna have to work this out.
I'm perfectly content with work. Wow, that was a huge lead I had. For some reason, this stage is like really easy.
This is good. Also, I wanted to point out the giant Lucky 2s and the giant cheeps in the background.
Well, that's Big Bertha. Don't you remember the terrible, terrible things that she's done to us in Mario 3?
All right. Big Bertha.
The fish that keeps trying to eat us.
Oh, I love the background in this stage, but I don't know if I like the stage.
Well, the background keeps changing as you continue, which is really nice. I mean, I'd say I wish it was more gradual, but considering the whole racing aspect and different positions, like, that's kind of hard.
Yeah, just getting darker each cup is fine.
Oh yeah, this is where the turning really screws me up because they already have, like, pre-dirt right there. And then Shy Guy huts.
I don't like this. I don't like tracks like this, where they're giant, as in they're giant open spaces in the turns. And basically, if you don't turn on a dime, you're pretty much just making 10 people pass you.
Yeah.
It's the same thing where all the special cups are pretty much 90% Chaco Mountain nonsense. You probably don't know what that means because you haven't played the special cups. I'm not sure if you have, but they are annoying.
Wait, what do you mean I haven't played Special Club?
No, not special cup. The extra cups. Where if you come first in everything, you unlock extra cups. So it's pretty much all the stages from the first Mario Kart are back in this one.
Oh, so that's what I read that one time. Well, this is an incomplete playthrough then.
And that's why I never got extra cups on my own, because I couldn't just never get first in Ribbon Road. For the earliest I came was like third or something.
Alright, so what should I put when we do part 3? Should I put finale question mark?
I mean, it doesn't really make a difference. You can just make it part 3.
No, because I said usually I put the finales whenever we're done.
I guess you can put question mark if you want to, but this is because I'm going to recommend you put this in the Mario Kart folder with the rest of the Mario Karts, and you'll probably say no because it's single player, not multiplayer.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's no point in separating the Mario Karts. We have like 10 million playlists already.
Yeah, but that's because we've done like 5 million things.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't want to. Let's air our dirty laundry and argue about something.
This isn't dirty laundry. This is normal wait. That is dirty laundry.
Yeah, normal laundry is dirty. Well, that's a distraction right there. I personally think that there's a lot of things that don't need their own playlists. Like, a playlist for like 2 games, that's just a sequel to another game, that's a waste of space. But it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Either way. No, I mean, it does matter to me. I'm just segueing away from this conversation the way I know how. By pretending it doesn't matter.
Can you stop doing that?
Okay.
It doesn't matter has echoed from your mouth like 15 times since I talked to you yesterday.
Yeah.
Or either it doesn't matter or I don't care.
No, when I say I don't care, I'm being serious. When I say it doesn't matter, well, actually I'm not sure, but sometimes, and you will never know which time it is because I always sound the same. You just have to assume, you know what, this time is probably something where he actually does care.
Uh, this is the person I have to work with, people.
Freeze? This
What?
music is incredible. I love it so much. Okay, you can move on now.
Yeah, I can move on to roasting you.
Oh, you just ruined it. Also, I hate.
Darn it. Well, fine, I'll get my vengeance another way.
By playing another track. This track is hard. The snow cups, I just take a lot of practice.
Can I get an addendum, please? Can there just be like a huge thank you? Just like Peach decided to alter reality. It's like, nah, I'm not feeling this one. Turn back time.
Yeah, that should be Peach's final smash. Peach needs a new final smash.
Yeah, of course she does. Everyone agrees, but they just won't give her one.
I mean, her final smash in Super Smash Bros. 2 is great. Because Peach, laser, whatever, it also comes from nothing, but at least it's an attack.
You'd think they'd give her Empress Peach or something.
Yeah.
You don't know what Empress Peach is, do you?
No.
Mario Striker is her super move.
Yeah, they could give her something like that. Anything. Even give her sexist 4 styles, moody period nonsense.
I heard I watched the Gaijin Goomba episode about how that actually deals with that actually takes place no, not takes place. It's actually a reference to goddesses for Japanese things because of what Peach also represents with other stuff. I'm like, okay, this is actually very convincing, but it is also still very close to the PMS thing.
I mean, yeah, I don't think. Well, actually, this is something where I can't say I don't think it was intentional. It does seem a bit too on the nose, but I don't think that they really meant. Obviously, they didn't mean harm with it. They're a bunch of stuffy old Japanese dudes making a video game. I mean, now with all the youngins in Nintendo's ranks,
Sega, you need to start. Because just like if Sega would just... Because here's the thing. Most people are just like... The heads of Sega don't really know what... Just like, they're listening to fans and everything, but they don't really know what that actually means to anything. Yeah, they don't know what that actually means for them. And so that's why I just like... I think... I'm not saying put Tyson in charge... Wait, no, Tyson isn't...
Nuggets?
No. I'm not saying just like put Christian Whitehead or whatever, just like and everything in charge of 3D Sonic. But I think that even they would have a better idea of what not to do. Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, like Nintendo has a bunch of youngins. Cause I remember the new guy pretty much said something that implies, yeah, if Miyamoto says something we don't like, you know what? Let's ignore him.
Yeah. I mean, there's an extent where that's actually really bad. But I'm sure before we talk about that, you want to talk about this.
Oh no, I mean, we'll get to that.
We'll get to that. We're here already, and the thing will finish before anything.
Yeah, but I don't want to break up my points too much. I just want to say that the young people at Nintendo brought us Splatoon, and that was a huge success. So yeah, young people, just train the young people enough, and they'll know what to do. I'm not gonna say we all. I know about the Arlo video where it's like, so what does this mean for Paper Mario? Because when we hear young people taking the helm and we're not going to get too set in our ways, everyone's thinking, so what about Paper Mario? I guess I'm confident that Paper Mario is probably going to have a resurgence.
Well, a resurgence. I'd more say that
a course correction.
Yeah, because really, it's really fun how it is with this presentation and such.
Turns that expect it to just go hairpin turns into
with this physics.
Boosts, with these physics.
Yeah, I didn't even just. I at this point just like if I was coming fifth, I'd like pack it like I don't even know if I can do this, man. And so he jumped and landed on a speed boost. Did you see that?
Yeah, that nonsense.
Yeah.
Background is cool. I guess it's okay. They don't like this. And I always wondered if that blue stuff was water.
Yeah, no, I'm not feeling this one. Time roulette go.
Yeah. So what were you saying about course correction?
Yeah, because as I said, the
We need to
present
correct this course.
the presentation for how it is cool. The special effects stuff is cool. The art style is still cool. The characters are more lively and loving than ever. It's just playing through the game with its battle system is just so bad.
It's basically like they know how to make a good game. Clearly, they say yeah, color splat. I mean, sticker styles are a problem, and they pretty much fixed 80% of things in color splat.
Yeah, Sticker Star was so much of a problem that when Paper Jam happened and they brought over Sticker Star elements, it just brought down the game completely.
Which is ironic, but because Mario and Luigi was never the favorite, but now it is.
I mean, it was always my favorite.
Yeah, same here. I can't really say much because I never really played Paper Mario. I'm just going off of.
I mean,
we're basically it's just that, yes, around 80% of the game is fixed, but they clearly just don't want this to be an RPG because they want Mario and Luigi to be the RPG. So they're still trying to figure out a good battle system, and I'm assuming that if they don't just let's say forget that this is an RPG again, basically what they're going to do is find a battle system that works, and the people are just going to have to accept this is Paper Mario now. Because people seem to like Super Paper Mario.
So but that's just the issue. Nobody had any problem with it being an RPG.
Yeah, no one had a problem with it, but people are probably going to end up just having to accept whatever battle system they figure out with if it works. As long as it works, people are like, whatever, fine.
Because Mario and Luigi is a distinct. Ooh, no!
I just need to get
like
that
a
fist bump
superstar.
right there. That was incredible.
Let's see the time for that. Oh,
my goodness.
yes.
That you get props for that. That was awesome.
Oh gosh.
Basically,
First on Ribbon Road. Amazing.
I also remember same with Arla, same Arla video, not probably a different Arla video, most likely a different Arla video. It's definitely a different Arla video, where basically said that Mario and Luigi was more about huge flashy attacks, and you'll be doing 50 damage, 60 damage, but Paper Mario is much more
It was much more defensive, and
people's HP are more like in their 20s.
And your items were always like in Mario and Luigi, you could have a whole like items forever. Yeah, thanks.
This is that.
Yeah, that.
This is your Ribbon Road.
This is no Ribbon Road is still.
Okay.
I just managed to pull off a miracle, but yeah, just like you can keep like up to 99 items of each item in Mario and Luigi, and you can find a whole bunch of these things in the overworld, and there's like drops and everything. Paper Mario, you're forced to do item management and defense and a whole much more defensive tactics, stat lowering, all that stuff. So it's I'd say that not only is it a different feel, but especially with how the story is handled. I don't know how to place it, but Paper Mario was always like, let's take the kiddie aspects to the extreme, while Mario and Luigi was almost just like almost already aware of itself as a more
self-aware meta series.
Yeah.
And before I segue into what I was about to say, something that I'm always aware of now in desert stages, the sheer amount of pyramids is just complete. They're like 12 pyramids in the background. It's completely unrealistic.
Well, we might be in Sarasaland. If only we, because when Mario Odyssey came back, when Mario Odyssey was announced, I was just like, Sarasaland, how am I getting this in third place?
Yeah, I was so excited.
Come on, darn it!
I was so excited.
So close. If I didn't hit that sand,
disappointing.
Yeah. But Mario Odyssey, man, when I come back with my Switch, we're going to have a time.
Oh yeah, we're gonna definitely do that.
Yeah, but it's going, obviously, since everybody and their grandmother has done a playthrough of it, we're going to have to do an abridged playthrough of it.
Yeah, that's fine. Because it's probably, I mean, we're going to have to do an abridged playthrough because it's 999 moons. It's going to be 1,000 parts. And also, you're going to have to probably do that playthrough by yourself because I don't get spoiled on Odyssey. It's like, there's also...
Yeah, so you'll just have to wait till Lincoln gets tired of it because well, no. Lincoln's all about gameplay and no story.
He's not gonna get tired of it. He's just gonna not play it.
Yeah, that's what he's going to do.
So
the
I'm gonna
jerk.
play it before him.
Just I can't believe, because even with the state of Pokemon now, where he just doesn't listen to any of the dialogue, it's like, what is wrong with you?
That can't work in Pokemon because you get a lot of items from talking to people.
Yeah, he doesn't go in houses and talk to people. He doesn't even listen to dialogue because he doesn't care. Like, look, that's part of where the actual charm still subsides. There, just like that's where it is even when other things fail, and you're missing that. Lincoln frustrates me on many accounts. I wonder if he did actually catch up with One Piece.
Most likely. He's a better man than me.
Yeah, Mr. Lucky Star.
Yeah, I was about to say The Simpsons.
Did you even finish watching Haruhi-chan?
What?
Haruhi-chan.
What's that?
Oh my god, you completely forgot that I recommended that to you. By the way, did Luigi get burned in the air? Did I see that correctly?
Charred when he came out. Don't forget that the person this Lakitu is an old man, so he's probably taking it real.
But he was right beside me and he seemed fine. So unless that was like some sort of glitch or something, I don't know. But yeah, because
this is technically a darkness theme.
Not really. Just because there are dark clouds does not mean that it has the same mood.
But is this like we're outside the castle?
Yeah, we're at the barracks. It's kind of like in 64 where we go in and out.
Yeah, I like that. Because so this is just an ocean of lava outside of his castle.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't say anything. That's fine.
I mean, lava. It's not like lava is in short supply, like on a planet. You just dig far enough and spread it out. What should be, if Lincoln was here, he'd be all like, "Oh, but what about convection? Just like we should not have survived that lava or something like that." And then I'd call him out. Of course he's right. But everybody knows it. He pointed it out like it's some actual thing of humor that will get people slapping their knees.
The thing is,
it's like only people only like 40.
No, there are people who will laugh because I'm seeing a lot of videos.
Oh, you mean the Americans?
Well, I don't want. I don't want to.
No, dude, are they going to get on our case for saying Americans will laugh at anything?
I mean, they'd probably agree, but I mean,
no, they'd probably laugh. That's what they'll do.
The thing is, basically, because there are a lot of videos like, this is how Fast and Furious 6 would have ended. Well, they can't destroy the tank. I mean, obviously. The fact that everyone would die in an action movie if it was realistic is not a hot take. It's obvious.